would have been a 16.
So we're up north today in Pennsylvania for our last NBHA of the season, and we got Hollywood here as well as little Reba sleeping, and Mike is out in the bathroom. And today's gonna be a good day. So it's chilly. We left the house and it was like 33 and it's like 35 up here. But the sun's out and it's actually really nice in the sun a little bit right now. But we'll see how today goes. We're able to squeeze in one exhibition. Hollywood's never ran here before, and this is my first time ever running him in an indoor pen. So I'm really just going this, every time I run this horse, I focus on just pushing and don't even think about the turn. So we have to do the same thing here, but especially because it's an indoor. So I'm curious to see how today works out with him. But it's a bittersweet day. Today's our last NBHA run together. He's done a lot for me out of all the runs that we've been doing together. And I'm super thankful for him stepping up and my friend giving him to me when Boo was hurt. But next weekend is Boo's return race, and we'll be running at the Back the Blue race. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to run him next weekend or not. I figure we'll kind of see how today goes. I pre-entered Boo, but I also have both my students coming, so I cannot deal with 4 horses and like 20 horses at the pre-entries. So I figure we'll kind of see how it goes. So if today goes good and everything like that, like I hope and think it will, we'll probably just end on today. And if not, then we can always go next weekend and enter on. But we'll see how today goes. We're hoping for a nice clean run to finish out our season. Hollywood. All right, buddy. So we'll see how it goes.
Brooke. There you go.
.162.
So today didn't end up as we had planned. We are on our way home now with tired, reflective little pooper dog in the back. And Hollywood really wanted to work today, and I couldn't have been happier with how he was trying to run for me. Going into the second, I felt him slip just ever so slightly, which he caught himself. But coming off that backside, he barely knocked it with his hip. And I really wasn't even sure if it was actually going to fall or not, so I felt like he barely even tapped it. But with the second down and going to the third, I probably could have leg lifted to get around us around it, but it wasn't even worth it with the second on the ground. And it would have been a 16-1, which I actually don't know what the leading time was when we left. They had 167 without the add-ons, so it was going to be a late night, and I was 91. So we're on our way home now. But last night a 14.8 won it. So a 61's probably sitting bottom 2D, 3D-ish, top of 3D area. But unfortunately, that's the end of the NBHA season for us with the barrels down. The race next weekend's not sanctioned. That's just a benefit show. And the season ends the end of December. So unless somehow they pop something in, we're pretty much done for the year. So hopefully our points can hold. Maybe we can finish the top 5 somewhere and qualify for Worlds next year. That was my big thing I was trying to get done again this year, and I'd love to stay in the top 5. But his last race that was in Westminster was sanctioned, and that popped us up pretty good. So I really don't know what races we had since then that were sanctioned, because it was state finals, the jackpot wasn't sanctioned, so we might have a good shot. Just depends how this weekend or how today goes with everyone else's placings. But either way, I'm just really proud of Hollywood and how we've done this year, because this was only our 7th run together. And one thing which I am proud of myself, because a little even a year ago, I would be beating myself up over any barrel down. But one thing I've kind of just come to learn, that anytime, especially a horse hits it on the backside, they're just working really hard, and you can't really fault them for that. So again, I'm really happy with him, and at least we ran a decent time here for his first time running here, and he handled everything really well. And we'll see what happens next weekend. I don't know if I'm going to run him or not. Boo's definitely the go-ahead, so I have at least until next Saturday to decide that. So I wasn't going to do a pre-entry with him either way. But next weekend we switch gears and go back to running the Fire Breathing Dragon, and hopefully I can survive next weekend's race.